Hello everyone, my name is Gino Alexander. I'm a music production major and I have the privilege of interviewing a good friend of mine, music producer Sam Trax. He's a music producer, songwriter, composer, and film scorer, and also the owner of Serious About Music Productions. So here goes our interview. First question: what do you see as the role of the visual arts in society today, particularly in your profession? He answers, it's an eclectic time, so much is happening, some good, some bad. But to be quite frank, in visual arts, we have a bright future ahead of us, hoping the world would focus on its core instead of sex appeal and clothing. The real art. Jean-Michel Basquiat and Andy Warhol. Back to the simplicity. We think too much, but all in all, there's a bright future. Number 2. New communications and media technologies make imagery almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on your field industry? I think this is definitely negative more than positive, because a lot of people don't do it for the art, they do it for the money. When we talk about money, it always takes a rare form of what you believe, see, or feel. They make some fabricated bullcrap that will sell, and you sell it to someone else, and someone else sells it to somebody else, and that will be it. If you go back to the regular tools, just paper, pen, and a camera, no laptop. You just have to use your brain, use your gifts and your talents to see real art. With technology, we're getting lazier. Nobody wants to be creative as they want to be. Number 3. Who is your favorite visual artist, and what is your favorite style of visual art? I'm definitely old school. Spike Lee, Quentin Tarantino, Martin Scorsese. I'm definitely a fan of those guys. How has your knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process? A lot, man. I didn't catch up onto it until later. I was a big Picasso fan when I was younger. As I got older, and the more I started knowing myself, those that know me will see it in my clothes. I changed my clothes. I became a big fan of Basquiat, Johnny Depp, Bob Dylan. Back to the roots of folk and blues. It's not really about the electronics, it's more about the brain. Creativity is more within the brain. Jean-Michel Basquiat, he was creative with pencils, papers, cards, and doors. He would find doors on the street and painted images on them. Found a bunch of tires and made something out of it. That creativity is something that is easy, but something that you have to think about, rather than using technology. Basquiat is a huge influence when it comes to that. What's the toughest challenge have you faced or experienced in your field yet? The toughest challenge is, to be quite frank with you, man, I'm sure any real musician can experience this. My toughest challenge is the fact that I actually can play, sing, and write music. Right now, that doesn't matter anymore. It's not about talent anymore. It's not about what you can do. It's more about how you can do what you do and how good you look doing it. Where back in the day, where talent used to always do that thing for us, now it's more so hard work. If somebody knows how to put a beat on Fruity Loops, which I think Fruity Loops is alright, they don't know how to play an instrument, but they just know how to put up a beat, and they hustle, then automatically it's like, oh, okay, this guy's a producer. But can you get in the studio and vocal produce an artist though? Can you engineer the record? Can you suggest who can be the best engineer to mix the record? That's my biggest struggle, bro. The industry doesn't give a damn about the skill that people must have to bring to the table. It's a struggle, man. I have to dumb myself every once in a while just because of that, because they are like, we can get a burger-nosed kid that can make a beat and call it a day. Unless the industry goes back to its rarity, man, I'm telling you right now, Gino, you are going to have to make a choice to pick a genre that appreciates your skill. Last question. If you could work with 5 legendary people in your field, who would they be? He replied, definitely Quincy Jones, if he's still alive, Warren Campbell, Kanye West, Chris Tomlin, and Pharrell.